Okay, we should be getting the ICICI Lombard claims segment chief very soon. Okay, I think we can. Now, I'll tell you why we wanted to invite ICICI Lombard. So there have been several reports of overcharging by private hospitals in Tamil, and the Tamil Nadu government has come and capped these charges. What does this mean for insurers? And then there have been separately, of course, developments like the cyclone in Calcutta in West Bengal, as well as the Nisarga cyclone in south of Mumbai. Of course, it spared the city, but all this would make life tough for insurers. So we have with us the management of ICICI Lombard to make sense of all these moving parts. Sanjay Datta, Chief Underwriting Claims and Reinsurance at ICICI Lombard, joins in. Sanjay, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. Well, first, the COVID impact. I mean, capping of charges, I don't know how all this ties in with, a medical insurer like you. Does it mean that there could be more claims which will fall on you?
No, so, to be very fair, we are geared to take care of medical claims which fall on us. That's what we are geared for, for these kind of situations. Our policy covers it totally. Entire industry, is geared to take these claims. Of course, what, we always look forward to is, rationalization of costs, making it affordable for, accessing healthcare. So, because in these times of crisis, sometimes the insured also has limited sum insured. He may not have brought a full sum insured policy.
Yeah.
And also at times, we need to, there could be other ailments also. So, everything can't be, utilized by COVID. So, he has, a long year ahead of him. So, he could have other ailments. So, given that perspective, it's important to rationalize costs and be able to charge, depending on the severity of disease and, the place where it, treatment is taken and whether there are other comorbid conditions or not.
So, do you think this would mean losses for a couple of quarters for you? I mean, calling of claims for the couple of quarters?
Yes, COVID claims will be high. So, we, as you know, India is an infectious disease country. So, we've always had infectious disease. This is getting bunched together. That's the only difference. We always had dengue and various other diseases. So you're getting bunched together. So, it will mean higher costs for us. But nevertheless, it provides succor, and more importantly, it also builds awareness. Health insurance is very, lowly penetrated in India. So, very little of private health insurance has penetrated in India, given the vast population, and hence it will, mean that a lot of people who can afford it will buy, health insurance going forward.
Actually, that was my next question. I mean, now there is this obsession with the safety, with health that has suddenly come into the picture because of COVID and the related lockdown. Have you seen more business come through? And if yes, what kind of growth are you assuming, say over the next 6 to 12 months?
No, so that's so we've seen awareness about health insurance go up, significantly. So the amount of inquiries and various kind of advice regarding the kind of coverage, whether COVID is covered or not. There have been also COVID only products in the market. People have taken it up. So efforts to introduce new standard products in the market by the regulators come in Arogya Sanjeevani effects, for example. So we feel that obviously there will be an uptake. To what extent and how big it will be, it's a function of various things, including affordability, because also we are, going through a slowdown, in that sense. But, we definitely feel in the long term, the health insurance awareness will grow and people will definitely, pick up health insurance as one of the key, critical, kind of fail-safe measures to be able to make sure that such catastrophic events are taken care of.
Sanjay, how has this Amphan cyclone affected you? Apparently, it's 1 lakh crore of losses.
So that's the economic loss. That's an estimated economic loss. We are not sure, how accurate that is. It will play out during, the days ahead. But having said that, insured losses always, as a percentage of the economic losses, have been very low in this country because of the lack of penetration of insurance. And so, it's been, hovered around for all these cyclones so far. It's been hovered around 3 to 4% to 10%. Chennai was slightly higher because it's an urban center and, it had a lot of coverage. So we are hoping that, because the cyclone, didn't only hit Calcutta, it hit all the other surrounding areas, about 23 districts. So given that fact that there is low penetration, the economic damage, is not what translates into insured losses. So it's something which the insurance companies, of course, are geared to pay these losses. Everybody's gearing up. We ourselves have been able to, because of this lockdown, sometimes we've not been able to physically reach the losses, site to be able to assess damage. We are doing video surveys and various other electronic means to be able to reach out to the customer, taking care of scanned documents and trying to settle the loss as fast as possible. Because we feel strongly that in this times of lockdown where people have cash flow issues, it's very important that we pay this kind of losses very, very fast.
But okay, how much are you making money in terms of your investments? Debt is not doing well, but equity is suddenly doing well. Any comments? Net, are you in the money?
It'll be difficult to say at this point of time. But once the quarter closes, I think we will be able to take a stock of that, and we'll be able to publish our results based on that.
Ask you a lot, but unfortunately out of time. It's been a hectic day on the markets. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. We'll touch base later after we have a better handle of.
Pleasure being on this panel. Yeah, sure.
Thank you. As we wind down on Bazaar.